So if you are a medical student who is right now trying to start Obs Gynae, or in future you are gonna start Obs Gynae, this video is for you, because in this video I have told you about one of the very important things that you must remember while you are going through Obs Gynae, and specifically if you are doing it through Prep Ladder, because I have also done it through Prep Ladder. There are two things that I am gonna tell you. The very first thing are the important topics and important videos that you must focus on, and the second important thing that I am gonna tell you about is of Obs Gynae, where I don't think Prep Ladder is doing much enough. Because of the content of Prep Ladder is not enough. I guess my university teaches much more of that part as compared to the Prep Ladder. So all these things we are gonna discuss in this whole episode. I hope you really like this whole episode. Please watch it till then. So hi guys, welcome back to another new episode of the Soulful Medic. In this episode, let's just start off this very straight. We are talking about the Obs Gynae. So basically, Obs Gynae has two subparts: obstetrics and gynecology. Gynecology is much more familiar part because you have already earlier studied in anatomy or physiology, basically related to the female reproductive systems, and all the cancers would come in the gynecology part. Obstetrics parts is the very new part which you would see in this whole subject, which is just study related to the childbirth and the prenatal and the postnatal period of the pregnancy. So obstetric parts is usually the newer part which you would see in Obs Gynae. Okay, now talking about the very important videos and very important topics that you must focus upon to develop a better grasp over this Obs Gynae subject, and which I feel are the very these topics are the very important basic fundamental topics which you must really develop understanding of. And if you develop this understanding, if you develop understanding of this topics, this bare minimum topics, I feel a lot of Obs Gynae, you are done with a lot of the Obs Gynae. So here are the very important topics that you must really focus upon in Obs Gynae. Starting off with the gynecological part, the very first video, obviously you might have guessed it, which is the menstruation. So in this video, by just watching out this video of menstruation, you would get to solve a lot of questions regarding the gestational age, hormonal level, and when and at what time the hormone level is high and peak, and the release of hormones. All the questions related to this would be solved by just watching this video of menstruation. Apart from the menstruation video, there are two other topics also, which is the contraception and the cancer video. So there are a bunch of videos of cancer, and there are two videos in Prep Ladder of regarding the contraception. So contraceptions part is very much asked in NEET, PG and FMG also. So I think these two videos would help you get a lot of questions in the gynecology part. Now moving on to the second part, which is the obs part. Obstetric parts, the very first, there are 4 videos. In the initial of the obstetrics, basically there is an introduction of obstetrics. So there are these 4 videos which would really help you develop over concept, which would really help you develop a concept over the obstetric parts. The very first video is of the cardinal movements, second video is of the malpositions and the malpresentations of the child. Third video is of diameters related to the fetal skull and other diameters in the whole obstetrics you would see, and the fourth video is of the instrumental delivery. So these 4 videos would help you really develop a concept over obstetrics, and a basic obstetric question would get solved by just watching these 4 videos. Now moving on to the very important topic, which is the prenatal diagnosis, prenatal surveillance. Now in obstetric part, there are 2 points where I think is very much important: this prenatal surveillance part and the initial basic introduction part. So these 2 topics in obs and these 3 videos, these 3 parts in gynae are the topics which you have to go for, which are very much important, I guess, to develop a whole grasp over this whole subject. About the second point of Obs Gynae. So basically this is very resource specific advice which I want to give, because if you are following Prep Ladder for Obs Gynae, the gynecology part is obviously very accurate for the exam, I guess, because all the things have been discussed, all the points have been made, and all the important topics has been discussed in the Prep Ladder. But regarding the obstetric parts, I still feel the amount of resource in Prep Ladder is just bare minimum for exams, because I would tell you, in my university also I have read much more obstetric as compared to the Prep Ladder's obstetrics. The amount of things that are given in obstetrics Prep Ladder specific is very less. I think it's just bare minimum which you must read, in Obs Gynae for getting through that subject, but still I feel the amount of resources very less as compared to what we have read in our university also, and what you can find in other books also, even in Marrow also. I haven't seen Marrow Obs Gynae, but still I feel it would have much more. That was the point. So there are two things which you must focus on. The very first video I told you about the important videos that you must go through while you're going through Obs Gynae. The second important thing is, if you are following Obs Gynae, if you are specifically following Prep Ladder, then I would recommend you to read book also for obstetrics, specifically subject for the topics in obstetrics. That's the overview of Obs Gynae which you must really see upon. So we'll be back with another new interesting video. We'll be back with another new interesting topic next week. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next video. And what you have to do is please subscribe this channel. I have seen like a lot of views are coming from the non-subscribed viewers. So please subscribe this channel, because you are getting a lot of videos regarding how to study, how we are going through this process, and you are also getting through this process. So you would obviously learn from this, and I would also get to learn from this if you would comment in this video. So probably you should drop a comment also. So bye bye. ठीक है, चलो.